I'm a fighter. Every bone in my body has always told me to fight because I care deeply about Canadians. I care deeply about this country, and I will always be motivated by what is in the best interest of Canadians. And the fact is, despite best efforts to work through it, Parliament has been paralyzed for months after what has been the longest session of a minority parliament in Canadian history. That's why this morning I advised the Governor-General that we need a new session of Parliament. She has granted this request, and the House will now be prorogued until March 24th. Over the holidays, I've also had a chance to reflect and have had long talks with my family about our future. Throughout the course of my career, any success I have personally achieved has been because of their support and with their encouragement. So last night over dinner, I told my kids about the decision that I'm sharing with you today. I intend to resign as party leader, as Prime Minister, after the party selects its next leader through a robust, nationwide, competitive process.
Hey everyone. Well, it's January 6th and Justin Trudeau has announced his resignation from Canada. So get cozy and let's dive into this, okay? Because I have way too many thoughts, all right? You know I would. So Justin Trudeau announces his resignation today, and it's probably the most emotional I've ever seen him. I genuinely thought that he wasn't going to resign. I had no idea that he was going to do this because truly I thought, well, if he's not going to resign after Chrystia Freeland turns her back on him, then I'm not sure if he's ever going to. So number one, that did definitely surprise me. He's such a narcissist that I truly believe that he wanted to run against Pierre Poilievre because in his mind he thinks he could have beat him. So that's number one. Number two is that we're absolutely cooked. Canada is such a weird place right now where crime is rampant. Hundreds of people cross our borders illegally. I'm thinking on the weekly, judging by the population growth in Canada. And not only that, everything is it's a mess and it needs to be cleaned up and we need to have an election. This is bullshit, okay? You guys are pulling the same shit that the states did. Did this work out for the states? Whoever you pick, Chrystia Freeland or Melanie Joly, nobody is going to vote for them. I am so unbelievably tired of this country. Okay, today I log into TikTok and I see someone saying that it is a conspiracy theory that groceries are up because of Trudeau. I need to explain everybody like they're five, I guess, but when you add a tax to something, that makes the total cost more. That's just basic math, my friends. When the carbon tax is like $100 extra on my hydro bill, I can't imagine what it is on Walmart. And Walmart was already greedy. That's why they never hire full time. That's why they have such self-checkouts. That's why they are such shitty stores now, because they were already shitty. I don't think that they're so shitty. They are shitty. I will just say that. But like their whole thing is making their groceries the most affordable prices. And they'll do it in the most inhumane ways. So that's how I know that this is bad. Because it's their whole thing to be the cheapest. And when nobody can produce those prices, it's terrifying. How do I know they can't produce those prices? Well, because rent, even if you're a small business and you're renting, rent is like... Some of these places that they're renting, even in Southern Ontario, rural little towns, is absolute insanity, okay? I wanted to be there in Ottawa when I seen Trudeau lose, okay? Who knows what this is going to bring? I genuinely don't know. I'm going to go live tomorrow about the Freedom Convoy because I had started one if they were going into prologue, because this is bullshit. We need an election. We have the right to tell Justin Trudeau no. Okay? This has gone on for far too long for us not to say what we want to say at the polls. And God only knows what they're going to do. They're already proroguing until March because that's legally what they're capable of doing. But who knows what other loopholes they're going to get into to absolutely destroy this country more than they already have. Also, him doing this on January 6th is so interesting to me. I laughed so hard. I was like, babe, is it January 6th? Is he resigning on January 6th? What an iconic day for conservatives. And before you come at me, I watched pro-Palestinian people raid the Capitol as well. So, whatever. Two can play at that game. Justin Trudeau, you pansy, weak okay? That's what you are for giving up. You have had plenty of time, liberals, to do this. There have been Trudeau protests around this country for 2 years and counting, going on 3. Trudeau says his biggest regret is something about electoral college bullshit, okay? Trudeau, your biggest regret and as our leader should be that you froze our bank accounts and were the biggest disgrace to the Liberal name ever of all time. Enough to the point where we don't even know if there's going to be a Liberal Party to continue. So, yes, obviously, I wanted Trudeau to not be there, but I wanted him to not be there because we said it. Not because he's such a pansy-ass little bitch and backs out. We need an election, okay? We need an election. We need bills to go through. We need to help Canadians with their lives. This is not what we needed. Although, yes, I love the fact that he was standing up there crying like a little bitch because I know that it pisses him off that he had to quit. But we still don't get an election. This is the most I've ever realized that Canada is fucking the most undemocratic place to live. So, whatever. Trudeau, go fuck yourself. You've completely ruined so many of our lives. Despite what your little, supporters say that Canadians can afford groceries, we can't. And the more that you guys tell us to budget and all of that bullshit, the more that we lose faith in any left-leaning party that there is. Because you guys gaslight us. You literally sound like the conservatives that you guys hate so much. So I hope you've learned your lesson, because your time in office has come to an end. I hope whoever takes over doesn't focus on identity politics. We have been victim to identity politics more than enough times. So I'm over it. Trudeau, good riddance, but you should have waited to see how much we hated you, because we do. Anyways, please subscribe, like, follow. I don't know if this is gonna do good or not. If not, then I'll just talk about pop culture stuff, because obviously my Brett Cooper video did the best out of all of them. And I say that because I am Canadian and I'm not allowed to talk about what I want to talk about. So, have a good one, guys. And tell me what you guys think. Are you excited? Are you nervous? Who do you think's going to replace him? Let me know. I'm so tired right now. My husband works nights and I had to switch out my schedule because the kids were on holidays. So anyways, have a good one, guys.